Christmas and happy holidays. This is Jeff coming again with Franco's Kitchen. I didn't think I was going to do this again. You know, the last time I did this was probably about March of last year, and I thought that, you know, it'd be a fun, novel thing to do while we get to do these last few months of COVID and be done with it. And was I wrong? So we are at the end of the year. It's the day after Christmas, and it looks like COVID's still going to be around for at least another 6 months. So I thought, let's do another cooking show. Hope you all had a nice holiday. I'm sure your Christmas and holidays have been very distinct from others. It's the first time literally in my life that I did spend Christmas with my family. I've been here in DC, hunkered down. It's cold and frigid, but still feel a lot of gratitude for the holidays. So I'm gonna share a recipe with you that's all about comfort, which is something, of course, we're probably all craving right now. And so I was thinking about what my favorite comfort foods are. And they vacillate between pizza and pasta. I love those foods. I'm a savory guy as opposed to a sweet food guy. And those are the two I go to. And it's the day after Christmas, and I'm kind of here home alone, and I'm just like, okay, well, let's make something. Wouldn't it be great if there was a way to be able to have both, but you can't really have pizza and pasta in the same meal? Or can you? Yes, that's what we're gonna do today. We are gonna make a spicy alla vodka pizza pasta. Sounds hard to imagine, but I will walk you through what the recipe looks like. I've never made it before, this dish, so I'm gonna make it for the first time with you, but it looks fantastic. And hopefully you can make it too. So we'll start getting into it. I'll go into the details on the amounts and everything that you need for each, and we'll just see what we create today. So I should start off by saying, if you are not a meat eater, press stop now, because this is a meat dish, although I suppose you could substitute to go without meat. But let me just give you some ideas of what we got here. We have some chicken, spicy chicken sausage. We have pepperoni. We have basil, fontina cheese, fresh mozzarella, garlic, Parmesan cheese, onion. We got salt, pepper, vodka, olive oil, marinara sauce, basil pesto sauce, thyme, Italian seasonings, fennel, oregano, paprika, crushed red pepper, and then cavatappi pasta. So that is pretty much what is there. Now, as far as the ingredients and the amount, you know, generally speaking, it looks for about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil and about 3/4 of a pound of spicy chicken sausage. This sausage obviously is a option. That's about a pound of sausage right there. About a tablespoon of dried oregano, 2 teaspoons of dried thyme, 1 to 2 teaspoons of fennel seeds, about a pinch of crushed red pepper, salt and pepper, about 3 cups of marinara sauce, half a cup of vodka. You can substitute chicken broth if you like, but the vodka, you know, when you start cooking it, the alcohol wears off, so it'll just burn off. You can really use any type of shortcut pasta. It's really up to you. It's about 2 cups of fontina cheese. That's the cheese right there next to the fresh mozzarella, and about 8 ounces of the mozzarella, and about a half a cup of grated Parmesan or Asiago cheese, and 3 ounces of pepperonis sliced. That's about 4 ounces there, and then a half a cup of fresh basil chopped. I used a whole bunch. There's certain things that I just will use more than I asked for, so I will use a lot of the herbs, so the basil I'll use it all. This calls for about 4 cloves of garlic. I'm really going with about 7 cloves. And I also have a red onion that I just think red onion makes food tasty, so I'll probably throw in that as well. But again, you know, you adjust it according to your tastes. So let's start cutting away and getting ready with this thing. So I would be remiss if I didn't introduce you to my sous chef today, and that would be Sophie, right down here. and Sophie will be at very close attention the entire cooking process, and that's only because she's hoping she can get some food out of the deal, but she is glad to be part of the process. And then you see we got our basil here. Now I, again, use all of it. I mean, basil, fresh basil, it's the bomb. And the other spices, you see they're dried. The oregano, the thyme. You could go fresh all the way. I just think that basil has the strongest kind of aromatic flavor. And so you save yourself some time by not having to go and get everything fresh. But the basil, I used a whole bunch. It's just, I love basil, as well as the extra garlic, as I mentioned. So we're just in the process of cutting now. So I cut up all the basil and the onion, and now the garlic. As I said, I'm using about 7 cloves. Cut it as thin as you possibly can. You want to know how I know that? For those folks that have watched Goodfellas, that's what they said when the mafia guys were in jail and they were cooking in jail. They said, cut as thin as you can, even use a razor blade. So I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I try to cut as thin as I can. So make sure you do that. Okay, so we are ready to start putting things together now. So we have cut everything up in our little bowls here. We have our vodka, we have our oregano here with our paprika and our thyme and our red pepper and the sort, and then we have the garlic here ready to roll, and then we have the basil pesto here ready to roll. We have our basil itself here, and we have our red onion, and we have our pepperoni and our sausage ready to roll. And then we also have a mixture of our cheeses here. So we have the fontina, the parmesan, the fresh mozzarella, and the pasta, the marinara, and extra virgin sauce. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the pot over here, this pot, and we will put some olive oil in it, get it golden brown. We'll throw the sausage in for about 5 to 8 minutes. And then when that's done, we will throw in the all the peppers, the oregano, and such, and the garlic. Let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes until it's fragrant. And then we're gonna put in the pasta and the marinara and 2.5 cups of water. So you basically make it all together, and then you'll have that put on about medium-high heat for 8 to 10 minutes. And then we're done with that. We're gonna transfer it to a pan, a deep dish pan, and we're gonna put it in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. So we will start doing that now. Okay, the chicken sausage is looking good. We're now gonna put the garlic in. And then we will also put in the rest of the spices here. And we will let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure you don't burn it. The olive oil is fairly sensitive, so make sure the heat isn't too high. Let that bad boy cook in there. That is beautiful. Also remember to preheat your oven. So you want to bake it at 350. So we'll put that on now. So it'll start warming up. And then we will go ahead and put in the pesto right here. Okay. We will put in the marinara sauce. And then we will put in the vodka, like so. Okay, and then we will start mixing that up. It's getting pretty warm, so we're going to put the heat down to a little bit to medium. Let that all get in there. I also put in the red onion. I forgot to mention that, but I put that in there, so the red onion is there as well. Again, red onion is an option, but I love red onion, so I like adding it to most dishes. And we're gonna let that cook now for a few minutes before we put the pasta and the water in. My sous chef waits patiently for any opportunities for food falling when we're giving her something. We now are gonna put the pasta in. And along with that, we're going to put in 2.5 cups of water. And then we're gonna mix it up a little bit. And then we're gonna let this, we want this to boil now. So we wanna mix it up here. I'm gonna put the heat, it was on about a medium. I'm gonna put it now up to about a high until it starts to boil. And then we'll simmer it for the pasta to get al dente. She's cooking away. We got about 3 minutes left before we transfer this into a baking pan. Okay, well, it's been about 9 minutes. So we are done cooking this. Gonna mix it up a little more, and then we're gonna transfer it because we're gonna be baking, right? So we're gonna transfer it to this dish over here. So put this fan off. So we're gonna pour this beautifulness into the pan here. Wow, that is looking good already. Looking good already. Get the last remnants. Don't want to miss any of the garlic. Okay. And then we're going to spread it out nice and even here. Oh, that looks good. And now you're probably asking yourself, where does this thing become a pizza or a pizza pasta? Well, that happens right now. So we're gonna put the cheese on it, and then we're gonna put the pepperoni on it, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven. So let me go get this. I'm gonna put this over here, and then we're gonna put the cheese in. It's a good amount of cheese. Whoa. Spread it out evenly. This is again, the Parmesan, the Fontina, and the fresh mozzarella. Okay. That is looking amazing. And then we're gonna, just like you're making the pizza, we're gonna put the pepperoni on. Just gonna layer it on top. Again, it calls for about 3 ounces to 4 ounces of pepperoni. So I basically have used just pretty much a package of it. And then you can take a look at what it looks like here. And then we also want to put the basil on. So we'll sprinkle the basil on top here. And now this thing is ready to cook. So we will cook this for about 20 to 25 minutes. Pretty easy from here on in. We're just gonna throw it in here. Alexa, set the timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
And now it's just a matter of waiting to see what creation we have here. Hopefully it's a good one. So we'll see in about 20-25 minutes. That's about 10 minutes in. Kind of 10 to 15 minutes to go. It's looking lovely. Okay, well, it's been 20. I put it for 25 rather than 20. Let me just say that if this meal is not for the faint of heart, if you have a New Year's resolutions about losing weight or getting in shape, this is the perfect time to eat this, because it's not really meant to be healthy, calorie conscious. It's more just to have comfort, and comfort rarely involves calorie conscious. So enjoy it. It's the only meal I'm having today. There's a lot of calories to it, but it's good. So just let it sit for a little bit, but I'm gonna take a little bite here and just see how it is. Just pull out of the oven. Fantastic. Taste the sausage, the fennel. Obviously you need to salt and pepper it to taste. I haven't put a lot of salt in it yet. I like waiting to the end just to have the right amount. But it's a pepperoni pasta or a pizza pasta, and it's comfort food, and it looks fantastic, and it's easy to make. So, and you know, it's made from scratch for the most part, so it's good in that sense. Always good with the red wine. But Sophie and I are going to enjoy this dinner, or at least I'm going to enjoy it. She's going to watch me enjoy it. And I hope it brings you a little joy this holiday season. Hope it brings you some comfort. We all need the comfort. And if you do make it, posts on YouTube. Let me know if it was good. Right now it tastes pretty darn good to me, but pasta, sausage, pepperoni, cheese, it's hard to go wrong. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you had a great Christmas, and I hope you have a great holiday season and a new year. And here's a toast to getting this year over with and starting all over again, because we just need to start from scratch, and I'm looking forward to it. So thank you again for joining me at Franco's Kitchen. Sophie thanks you as well, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao.